Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you something called a Datadog. And this Datadog is a service that is really a SaaS service. What you can call it a cloud monitoring as a service. Okay, just like you have infrastructure as a service, software as a service, platform as a service, this particular Datadog product, it is really a cloud monitoring as a service. That means you can monitor any stack, any app at any scale and anywhere, and you can do any cloud environment that you like. So what we'll do in I'm going to create a Datadog free account, and I'm going to integrate the Azure environment that I have. If the video gets too long, I may break this video down into two parts. In this one, I'm going to create the account, and the next one, I'm going to do the integration with Azure. So if you come over here, the URL is datadoghq.com. That UI is very cool, right? So you have the free trial, or you can also click the get started here to get started with Datadog. And if you kind of hover over this particular really nice, cool dashboard that they have, the things they will move around. It's really cool. The way they have it, definitely some really nice JavaScript magic going on over here. So let's see what to do. So let's click on free trial. Another great thing that I like, there is no credit card required for the 14-day free trial that they're offering. And then you can monitor as many servers as you like. So there are three different regions they offer. I'm just going to go with the default one. I'm going to try to use one of my email address and student. Let's try to use some secure password. And oh, and I need a phone number. Okay, that's the phone number. If you want, you can also sign up with Google. Then you don't have to fill out this form. It will take automatically your Google authentication for the sign up process. Now I'm going to hit sign up. And over here, as soon as I signed up, okay, I'm going to save this. You see which services or software do you use. Okay, I use AWS, I use Docker, I use Kubernetes. Let's see what else I use. OpenStack, something I use. Ansible, I use. Puppet, I use. Apache, Splunk, Azure, okay, Jenkins, anything. So Kafka. So those are the all. So that's a web server, right? Google Cloud, okay. Then Nagios, Nginx, okay, MongoDB, Microsoft AIS, SQL Server, Cloud, Health, VMware, Python, Go, Java, PHP, .NET, Ruby, Redis, Postgres, Cassandra. Okay, so now you have databases over at the bottom. Uh, Jira, then GitHub, Slack, Bitbucket, Node, and Capistrano. Okay, so there are so many that it's going to give you very easy integration, elastic search. So really powerful tool, right? Now, other tools service you want to see in Datadog. Okay, so you can also add if you like. Now, are you a managed service provider, hosting provider? Right now, I am not. So I'm going to click on no. And here they have another question: how many servers does your organization manage? I'm just gonna say 20. Okay. It looks like the highest you can go over 10,000 plus. What is your first goal with Datadog? Okay, I'm just gonna say test functionality. Okay, and then I'm gonna say hit next. Let's see what happens. So over here, install your first Datadog agent. So for most of these monitoring agents, you gotta install something in your environment. So here it's asking, hey, select your platform to see agent 7 installation instructions. Okay, so let's do one for Windows. Okay, so for the Windows one, they are asking, I can go through this process. You haven't installed any agents yet. So what I can do, let me copy this one and go to my virtual Windows. So this is running over here. Let's see if I can device shared folder bi-directional and drag and drop right directional. And let's see from here what I'll do. Let's see if I can paste. It didn't take the paste option, so I'm just gonna do Datadog. I'm just gonna open up from inside my virtual machine one more time. Okay, and from here, Datadog official site. I'll just go in there and I am going to try to log in here. Let's see, let's just open it up and I will download the agent and go from here. Let me pause this video for a second. All right, I'm now back inside my virtual machine. I'm at the same spot, and this is the Windows machine that I'm running within the virtual machine. So let's just click on the Windows and let's see, it's waiting for an agent to report. Where is my, uh, let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger, scaled more. Let's see if I can have some more real estate and see. Okay, so it's still doing something, waiting for agent to report. So what I'll do from here, we can either download the agent or we can run this command prompt. I'm just gonna copy this one, see if I can directly run and use the command line installation to quickly install the Datadog or Datalog agent. So CMD, let me see if it even lets me run that. Don't think it did anything. So come back over here. So PowerShell, I need another script. Let's see if the PowerShell would let me do anything. So PowerShell, I'm gonna just run as administrator in here. Say yes. And when my PowerShell window is up, let's see if I can paste something. Hit enter and okay, so it looks like I do need to download this agent before I do anything, so it's not doing what I want this to do. Alright, so copy this link address, so come back over here and let's see if I can get to that link. And right now I'm downloading that MSI, right? So that is what we needed. So let me go back, what else I need to do. So once I download the installer, we're going to run the installer as administrator and then follow the license agreement and enter my Datalog API key, and that is going to be my temporary key. Okay, so it's now running the security scan within my virtual machine, and looks like the Datadog is using Amazon to distribute the download. So run, I'm going to click on run and it's preparing to install. And please wait. Welcome to the Datadog agent setup. Okay, very good. Next, accept the license agreement. Hit next. Next, here's my product key that is given to me. Which Datadog region would you want your agent to send data to? So I have a whole bunch. I'm just gonna use the default one. Hit next and hit install. So now it is installing the Datadog agent in my Windows 2010, right? And if you have any experience with say Splunk, so Splunk would install, you would need to install a Splunk forwarder, right, to monitor all the logs. You can possibly think it the same way. Most vulnerability scanning, DLP, FIM, endpoint security, any tools that you want to use, they will have some agents that you install on endpoints. Okay, an endpoint means your laptop, your server, your mobile device, anything that is used by the end users really. So the installation process is going on. Let me go back and see what do we need to say. We're done with the first three steps for a Windows system. Actually, we're done with the fourth step also. We said, okay, this is the region we're going to use. The next, when the install finishes, you're given the option to launch the Datadog Agent Manager. Okay, now link all the available version of the Windows installation are here. New command line installation. So this is okay. So that one you also needed to download the Datadog Agent installer and then run this. We didn't do that. That's why it was failing the command. So this file was needed, and when we were trying the command, I thought it will download the file before it executes the command, but it didn't happen. So if you're trying to use this method, you still need to download the file. All right, let's see where we are. So we are almost halfway done. So come back over here. So the next thing, deployments to Azure. See the Datadog Azure documentation to deploy the agents on your cloud service. So that is something we also need to do because I have a cloud present and I use Azure a whole lot. So for here, let's see what other deployment I can do. So I have a Ubuntu machine that is running. So for the Ubuntu, the thing it looks like that you need to you can use your easy install. So that one, if I copy that one while my Windows installation is going on, I can just open up my Ubuntu, okay, and see what is going on there. Go to student account, and then what I'll do, I'll go to the terminal, and so once I'm in the terminal, I'm just going to run this command. And what is curl not found? So to curl not found, so I can do sudo snap uh, install curl. So that should install the curl for me. So once the curl is available, we should be able to run this command because it's using the curl, right? So that curl, and it's running the script. So let it install the curl while we go back and see the status of our Windows machine if it's done. All right, so looks like this is still going. It's installation process is still going on with Windows system. So I'll let it go. So now here I have curl installed in my Ubuntu. So let's see that if I can run this script now. And there we go. So it's downloaded the Datadog agent, or it's downloading actually, right? So it's downloading, and once it's downloaded within my Ubuntu, hopefully I will be able to set it up. So let's see, I'll just put both of them side by side. Okay, so in one left hand side you have the Ubuntu, we have a Windows system where it's up and running. Okay, and over here I have the Linux system Ubuntu where I'm trying to install your Datadog agent, and we'll configure both of them at the same time. Okay, and this is why I like Linux system so much more than the Windows system. Everything is just you know I don't want to start a debate again, but again, let's just put my preference is to always use a Ubuntu system or a Linux based system. All right, while this is going on, let's see what else that we needed to do. So really, for Ubuntu, looks like that will install the agent, and it will prompt for your password. Uh, if the agent is not already installed on your machine, you don't want to start automatically after the installation. Just prepared dd install only true. Okay, so dd install only true to the previous script before running it. So we don't really need to do that here. So that should install, and let me see if there's the Azure in here. um, I don't see any blade for Azure, although we clicked on Azure, or we said we need the functionality for Azure at the moment. So if you go back, there was a reference to Datadog Azure documentation. Maybe you need to go there and see what is going on. So here they have a setup where you're gonna go do the easy login and look at the easy show, and then you are going to create an application as a service principal, and then you can integrate through the portal as well instead of doing it through the CLI. And then you have some other step that you have to do. Okay, so we can probably do that in the next video. So let's just go back and validate whether our Windows looks like that is done. So let's stay on to this page, and I'm going to say launch Datadog Agent Manager now and hit finish. Okay, so and in here what I'll do, I'll go back to Windows and making sure that I have everything. So we were done when you were given the option to launch, link all the available version of the Windows installer. Okay, so I just said yeah, launch. So let's see what is going on in here. Okay, didn't do anything. So here what I'll do, click on, oh, it says your first Datadog agent is reporting. See, look at that. So that installation is done, and it picked up by the Datalog SaaS service. Let's see what is going on with my Ubuntu. Ubuntu, it said it's almost done, and it's here. Your agent is running and functioning properly. It will continue to run in the background and submit metrics to Datalog. If you ever want to stop the agent, then you can run sudo systemctl stop Datadog agent. If you run it again, sudo systemctl start Datadog agent. So let's see what's got installed and what is talking to my Datados environment properly. So hit next. So I'm sorry if this a little bit confusing for you. So AWS, I am not going to do this one. I'm going to skip this, and probably I'll do it in the next video. Okay. So right now, if you see, it says you have two hosts reporting data to Datadog. Why? Because I have one host that I have already done installation for a Windows agent, right? Another is Ubuntu. So I'm expecting two of them would be there where it should report back all the logs and everything back to the data log. So all the different things that you can do, okay, and again all the different things, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Docker, Kubernetes, Slack, GitHub, all kinds of integration you can have over here, available in your stack. Also a whole bunch in here. So let's see, we have, you have infrastructure to host. So I can look, they are giving this really nice, like a honey bee, nest type diagram. So if I move my mouse over here, so it's saying a desktop RM3R0KQ. If I move it to here, it's giving the student Linux. That means the Windows box, the name. So if I go back over here to my Windows and open up this and do a host name and look at that. So that is the desktop RM3R0KQ, and that is desktop RM3R0KQ. And for the Linux box, what is going to happen, you think? So if I also open up another one and just say hostname, and that is student Linux is the name of this machine, and your Datadog is immediately got both of them. Okay, so that's how powerful the integration is. So you can now click on this. Okay, let's see if anything happens, and it's also telling me I have 14 days left in my trial. If I want, I can upgrade. So from here, if you want, you can create a dashboard if you like. Okay, create a dashboard and create a new dashboard. Okay, I'm gonna say test dashboard right there. Say new dashboard, and you can customize, and you can now start adding the widgets. Say query value. Okay, so this you have a whole bunch of metrics. If you want the metrics of security, profile, network, anything that you want to select, okay, you can add to the metric. And I'm just gonna say save here. Say you can add a time series type graph if you like. Okay, so this is all already giving me the system CPU. Okay, automatically is giving me, it knows that these are servers, and I can add a very nice CPU type graph that I would like to monitor. So you can click on that one. So that's gonna give me a CPU system type graph. So you just play with this one, and if you think there's so many different ways to represent your data. So again, you have events. If you like, you can configure your events. Okay, you have you have whole bunch of different ways, and you can learn how to create these alerts and uh, integrate and events and integrate with everything else. So here you also have you are 33% done setting up, so it's telling you there's some more setting that you can do based on the input that you have given. And again, you have security, you have UX monitoring, you have CI, ARM integrations, again more metrics, monitors, and so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the main Datadog window one more time. So again, I have two. If you want, you can also create a monitor. Okay, instead of creating a dashboard, you can create a monitor. You can invite your teammates, and you can also try to do install and integration. Okay, and again, if for each one, they have a really nice, cool getting started video that you can follow to do your integration. All right, so in this video, that's all I wanted to accomplish, like just show you how to register for the Datadog, how to install at least a couple different agents, and make sure that your agents, they start reporting back to your Datadog almost immediately. And we have accomplished that. We have installed two agents, they're reporting fine, and the host names are also showing up. So I'm going to pause and end this video here. I don't want to make this videos too long, but in the next video, at least I'm going to work on integrating the Azure environment to this particular Datadog service. And I also have AWS environment with me, but that I might do in a third video. But next video, watch out for integration of Azure to the Datadog. Thank you for watching. If you like, please give me the like button, click on it, register, and share with your friends. Leave your valuable comments as well. Thank you.